Howdy folks, it's Spectrum time again, ZX Spectrum 128K this time, and we're looking at SWIV, otherwise known as SILKWORM IV or SILKWORM in Vertical or Special Weapons Interdiction Vehicle, who knows what that may stand for. Published by Storm in 1991. Now I played this originally on the Amiga, so I was very curious to see how it would look on an 8-bit machine. The Amiga version is absolutely fantastic. Other 8-bit versions that I'm aware of are the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. So let's have a look and see how this one plays as it's loading a block on the tape. It's a vertical shooter where you have to kill as many things as possible before you, well, inevitably die. You can select to become, player 1 is, well, an attack helicopter gunship. Player 2 is a battle tank armoured. So here we go. Let's see how it compares with other vertical scrollers on the Spectrum. I quite like this already. Flying Shark and also 1942, the two I'm most aware of on the Spectrum. Flying Shark was all yellow like this, and it was pretty tricky to see things, but this is a lot clearer for some reason. Maybe the graphics are a bit more defined, a bit thicker outlines. Yeah, this plays okay. I think it's about taking avoidance action from the bullets rather than destroying things. Quite quiet. This one come out in the ZX Spectrum's twilight years, where it's up against the 16-bit machines. But this plays very smoothly. I'm impressed with it already. Quite challenging. Very playable though. It does exactly, very responsive to the joystick. Does exactly what you want it to do. I can't see there's any way to deploy on-screen bombs here like the Amiga version. Maybe there's something I'm missing. It was a sequel to SILKWORM, which also came out on the ZX Spectrum, but I'm having a look at this one first because I find this one slightly more interesting. The original SILKWORM was a 2D scroller, well this is a 3D one. See, the right hand of the screen is designated to your scores and your progress. The rest of the screen, well most of it anyway, is the actual playfield. Quite quiet, no music. I think the 128K version probably could have done some, so that's a little bit of a disappointment if anything. But yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot more than Flying Shark, much better than 1942. Things firing you well, a little easier to avoid. Famous last words. Oops, homing missiles, this could be a problem. Whoa, well that's quite well programmed. Uh-oh. Yes, very manoeuvrable this helicopter. I think a mid-level baddie would be here in a minute. But the Amiga version just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling forever. I don't know if the Spectrum one's divided into sort of like area stages, as I die again. The graphics are good. Graphics are good for 8-bit. I'm impressed with this. I give it a thumbs up. Actually, I think it's gone top of my favourite vertical scrollers. What other vertical scrolling shoot 'em ups were there on the ZX Spectrum? I can only think of Flying Shark and 1942 for the time being. I think there was 1943 as well, maybe. Oh, an end-of-level boss. Well, mid-level boss. On the Amiga version, you could, once losing life, you can just go up to him and blow him up. Because you have a small level of invincibility once you die. I don't know who this chappie is. I don't know why this battle's ensued. I used to know, but I've forgotten. Anyway, everyone must die, and well, me there in that occasion. Woo! Make up your own music. Right, he's gone. He's fed up. In the other versions I played, once you destroy a whole fleets of ships that come on like this, you get power-ups. Don't know why there's no power-ups here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. If there is, comment below. How do you get power-ups in this? Maybe you don't. 128K, they've done quite well with what they had. In layout, it looks like the Amiga version, I have to say, from memory. Although there's far less colours here. Just two-tone. Yellow and black. Yeah, a nice little game. Oops, homing missiles, let's avoid these. Yeah, I think I'll be playing this for a bit more after I've done this review. Nice and gentle. Doesn't feel much like warfare. On the Jeep, if you control that, it has a gun turret on the top. and you can control that to fire left and right, not just forward, so that's a bit of help. The Jeep can also jump, so you can jump over terrains. Could get stuck in potholes. You have to watch you don't jump into the enemy there. But 2-player, very exciting. 128k manages it very well. But as per usual, I haven't got a second player here. I couldn't afford the bribe money. Maybe I should get Igor the Thunderdor to do it. But there might be a technical problem there. I think you can already work out what it is. Right, end of level baddie. Yeah, getting past that laser is going to be a bit of a problem without any of the power-ups I'm used to expecting on the Amiga version. Perhaps I should use my invincibility to do a bit. That's not working. What's the secret here? We need the bombs. We need the bombs. There are no bombs. Oh dear. Yeah, game over. So we didn't get... We did okay. It wasn't disastrous. I showed you a bit here. Storm have done well with this. 1991. Spectrum commercially didn't go much further than that. I think this might have been the outer limits. 128k had a bit more grunt to it than the 48k, of course. I think this deserves a second go. I want a second go here. Area 1. Ready? I am. All nice and yellow again. Right. We should do better this time, should we? Logically. Mind you, I am getting a little bit tired. Oops. I paused it in error there. That wasn't good. I was pressing a button to see if we can work out if there was any bombs here, but H it certainly isn't the letter H. I'm pressing everything. Maybe there are no bombs. Curse's blast. Well, that makes the game even more difficult. Oh, I'm not paying attention here. Kaboom! Right. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I can just, instead of keep pressing fire button, I can just leave my finger on it and it'll fire regardless. Oops, this fleet come in. Please, please, power up. The power-ups in the other versions I know of, they're like bubbles and you go into them, everything explode, or you can shoot them to get an upgrade of weapons. Instead of firing just this one thing that I'm doing now, it'll fire doubles and multiples and homing stuff. I think it's grating on me now. I think the 128k could have done a bit of music here. Maybe they were pushing it to the limits. I think if I get a certain level, we reach an airport. We go over the sea as well, so it might turn a different colour. Be nice to see it turn blue. Mind you, that might be a bit hard to see. 1942, that shoot 'em up. That's all a bit blue. Black on blue. With massive airplanes. So check that one out so you get a comparison here. They're done quite well. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, I'm not sure Xenon 2 was on the Spectrum. I might have to look that one up. If you know, comment below. But the Amiga had lots and lots of shoot 'em ups here. Wouldn't mind investigating other ones on the Spectrum because I didn't play that many. But this is a competent one. I think you do well to beat this. As I say, can't compete graphically with other versions, well, 16-bit versions. But what they've done, they're brilliant. I'm really impressed with this one. I score that personally a 99.6%, I think. It loses 0.4 because as player 1, I'd like to play as the Jeep. I don't know if there's a way of doing that, or less just player 2 always has the Jeep. We'll give it a bit of variety. Well, destroyed that pyramid, that's good going. Not sure how much further we'll get here. I think this might be our last life. Oops, right, there's the mid-level Guardian again. Hopefully you don't swoop on me. I think this is the last life, you know. Die, you whatever you are, alien thing. I'll have to bring you the first Silkworm on the Spectrum. It's an evolution. Well, this is an evolution from that. Oh, that's it. Game over again. That's it. I'm dead. I got kablammed and consplatted there for sure. Game over. Well, as per usual, I hope you liked having a look at that one. Try and bring you as many as possible. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. As I say, I always appreciate it. Like your feedback, like your comments, like hearing your thoughts on the game and other similar ones as well. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Until next time then, goodbye.
Goodbye.